Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Houston Texans and our home team. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go! 51, Mike 51. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. What we got? What we got? Come get some. He don't want it. Watch twist. Watch twist. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Set it.
On the ground, this is Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Wide, get wide. Slam. Watch the motion. Here we go.
Now Foles. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Alert. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Rip right.
Now a first down throw. Watson to the right side, complete to Miller. The 20. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Keep going right at him. Mike 37. Hey, that's yeah. Hey, we're going 37 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Right here.
Here's Foles. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Johnson running right. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check, crunch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the 1st down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st down, Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Set. 19. 25.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Fourth down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. There we go.
Foles. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
What we got? What we got? 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I know he ain't got it. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Catch made. That's the rookie tight end, Josh Oliver. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Big. Tight right. Hey, 4 down. And we go 37 to Mike. Mike 37. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. He gets it left side to Johnson. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They'll look to throw. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Stop your body. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Back. Under 10.
Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Watson now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 30 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the 50, it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, it's Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down, and the Texans have retaken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
Now, I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All day.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. Rolling to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. This is Miller. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Caught here by Conley. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 38, Foles. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Foles. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it, they did. Johnson on, it's poke free. Football's held.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Johnson. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Duke Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Check 26, check 26.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. On second down, it's Miller. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set. 19. 19.
Watson on third down. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now it's Watson setting up the screen for Miller. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
47 is the mic. 47 is the ball.
On first down, Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check 6-6, pull it high. He's coming to you.
Here's Foles. And able to find Conley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Girl. Pilot, 64, weak. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Shit. Let's go. Great. Let's go.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Come on. Check nickel. Switch. Shit. Watch the shit.
Now Johnson.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action, a timeout here defensively. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch the safety screen.
Man open left side is Brown. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now Watson. Now a desperation throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
46-yard line.
Foles now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Get ready.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first down at the 48-yard line.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Today's final score, Texans.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Houston, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.